Good morning. Anyhow, what you're looking at is not what it seems. Let me explain. Well, let's face it, anyone can get caught. I bought this phone quite a while ago. Don't tie me down to a date because I don't remember. It was quite a while ago. And I thought I was getting a nice Belgium phone from Bell Telephones from Belgium. Yeah, well, okay. It is a nice phone from Belgium. The handset is the wrong type. This handset would have come off of a French phone. So you could say a bit of a marriage. I was caught, I'll be honest. You can't get everything right all the time. This is almost as ghastly as seeing a candlestick phone turned into a table lamp. How they do this, well, what they call it, but they make old stuff look modern and completely ruin things. Candlesticks that have been made into lamps have been ruined. I think they probably can be repaired, but why they were ever altered in the first place, I don't know. There's obviously idiots out there that want to buy them, but they're not the genuine job. This isn't the genuine job either. As I state, the handset is off of a French phone. It's definitely a French handset. No other clues, but it's completely glued together. You can't take the inserts out. Someone has I presume it's araldite. It looks like araldite, which you would never ever get those off. You might get them off if you soak them in some solvent, which you can use. I'm thinking of the name now. Stuff that smells like pear drops. Acetone, get the name right. Perhaps if it was dipped in acetone, that might do it. But there's no point. For a start, it's the wrong handset. The phone itself looks very nice. Someone's buffed it up to make it look nice. You've got a nice dial on there, which I'd say is the correct dial. But let's have a little look at the base. Well, before we have a look at the base, let me just show you the diagram. It was me thinking, cool, I've got a good diagram with this. There it is. Obviously got the phone number there and everything. A very basic diagram, but nevertheless it does the job. Okay, these bases are rather neat. They're not even held on by a screw, but that's obviously the way they were made. They clip in to the underside, and the base looks very, very new. I would think these phones were probably old stock somewhere, and someone's got their grubby hands on them and completely, I mustn't swear, completely messed the whole thing up, making a phone, a nice looking phone, worthless. Let me turn it over and I'll show you inside. This is what can happen. You know, you're just not sure. I say this was years ago. I haven't been caught, well, not knowingly caught since. There's the insides of the phone. I took the cover off. There's the insides. Now, this printed circuit board looks very much like one you would find on a 706 or on a British phone. the 706. If someone recognises it from somewhere else, let me know, but I'm pretty sure it was 706. You can't get the board out. You can't get the board out. You can't really see inside. It's got a few bits inside that you can see, which are reminiscent of the 700 type phone. But this board has been glued in. All right, it's been cleverly done. And if someone wanted a nice looking phone to have on their sideboard or desk, a lot of them would choose this as, oh well, it looks modern, but it's basically old. With a marriage, we call things a marriage if they're made up of two or more completely dissimilar objects. Well, this phone is a genuine phone, not the handset, but the phone itself is genuine. It looks to me like it was new old stock, which meant it was never gone out. It was just stored somewhere, and someone's come along and put in this circuit board. All right, perhaps the quality of the phone itself would be much better now, but it's got a modern innards, but it's not the real thing. It's a fake, and in my books, not worth a penny. Not even worth that. What they also done, they've changed the bell and put these look like a Japanese bell, but I don't know, it's got yin yang on it, which indicates to me possibly from China. But there's your bell. One side's been glued in with Aradite, the other side's been riveted in. Okay, you've got your cradle contacts there, they are as normal. That's probably the only normal thing in there. Plus, if you look at it and see inside, I can show you it. There's the dial. It looks like a genuine dial out of a Belgian phone, which I would say is the original dial, which is in very good nick. So what have we got? Well, we got the Belgium phone, the outer case. The handset is off of a French phone. The printed circuit board looks to me like it is from a 706, but I may be wrong on that one. But it's certainly off a modern phone. The bell, or the ringer, is either Japanese or from China. The base would have been genuine, with a genuine diagram of the phone, which this one is certainly not. Anyhow, I put this in just as a little bit of interest. As I say, I'm slowly winding my way towards the end of the phones I've got. I've still got quite a few, so don't worry, I've got a few, and when they've run out we'll probably start on the bulbs, or perhaps some of the older phones that I haven't shown for a long time. And it'll keep me occupied, which is good. Anyhow, that's all I've got to say today. A fake made up phone. In my book, just as bad as those candlesticks that have been turned into lamps and other old, genuine old things made to look modern. There's one or two programs on TV which show this. When that program comes on, I get up and I turn the program off. It's normally taken. It's normally someone goes to the local tip. How they get permission to take stuff away, I don't know. But anyhow, they do. And some nice stuff they pick up. And they completely mess them up. Either painted gaudily or changed. Stupid things they do. Well, that's in my opinion. So if you want a gas meter with a bulb holder stuck on it, or something else just as outlandish, go ahead. But to me, they've been completely, I'm going to say the word, cocked up. They are cocked up. They're not the genuine item. Well, they are the genuine item, but they've been cocked up. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say. Partially a little rant. I like to have a little rant occasionally. So there we are. One telephone which has been messed about. This goes to show that, you know, you don't know what you're buying at times. I've been caught once like this. Okay, I accept it. It's very clever how they've done it. How I missed that handset not being the correct one, I don't know. That was my fault. But that isn't, because how can you honestly see what is inside a telephone? You can't. So once again, if you see something that is interesting, check and check again the feedbacks for that particular dealer, all the comments that have been made. So important. I must admit, I have been very, very lucky. But please check, and you know, you can often glean something that it might not be 100% right. Who would have known the caps were glued in? Who knew the innards was what we're seeing now? Anyhow, that's all that I've got to say. So be careful when you're buying stuff. Can't always be 100% sure, but you can look and, you know, and have a feeling that it's okay. Thanks again for watching. Sorry this was a little bit different to what I normally put up, but I thought, well, it had to be said, so there we are. Thanks again for watching. Thank you.